Today, we pause to remember and honor the lives of remarkable individuals who have left an indelible mark on our world. Their contributions have shaped our culture, our hearts, and our history. As we reflect on their legacies, we find solace in the memories they've gifted us. Before we go on, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Ace Frehley, the rock and roll spaceman. Paul Ace Frehley, the legendary guitarist and co-founder of the famous band Kiss, died at the age of 74. His larger-than-life personality and musical skills were key to the band's success. Frehley's guitar riffs on songs like Detroit Rock City and Shock Me are now rock history. He was known for his unique spaceman character. His influence went beyond Kiss and affected many guitarists throughout the years. In 2014, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Kiss. This solidified his place in rock music history as a true pioneer. Frehley had a successful solo career as well, with songs like New York Groove that became successes. People will always remember what he did for hard rock music, and his legacy will live on in the music of many decades. Rock fans all across the world will keep being inspired by Ace Frehley's music, energy, and new ideas. D'Angelo, the visionary with soul. D'Angelo, whose real name was Michael Eugene Archer, was a soul and R&B singer whose unique voice and artistic vision won over fans all over the world. His 2000 album Voodoo changed the way people think about modern soul music by combining elements of funk, jazz, and rock. D'Angelo became a neo-soul icon together with Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill. He was known for his deep lyrics and soulful melodies. Untitled, How Does It Feel, his hit song, is still one of the most memorable songs in R&B music. D'Angelo was very quiet, which added to his mystique, even though he was quite successful. He inspired many artists and brought soul music back to life for a new generation. His death at 51 was too soon, and the music industry lost a lot. However, his work still has an effect on artists today. People will always remember D'Angelo's love of music and his unique sound. Diane Keaton, the timeless star of Hollywood. Diane Keaton, one of Hollywood's most loved actresses, died at the age of 79. She left behind a legacy of performances that will never be forgotten. She was the first eccentric yet classy leading lady, and she was in The Godfather and Annie Hall. Keaton earned an Oscar for her role in Annie Hall, which was directed by her ex-partner Woody Allen. She was also well respected for her comedic timing and her ability to play characters that people could relate to in both drama and comedy. Keaton was an icon not only for her acting, but also for her fashion sense, especially her turtlenecks and wide-brimmed hats. There's no doubt that she had a big effect on the profession, and people will always remember her for how well she combined grace with vulnerability. Keaton's legacy will always have an effect on actresses who come after her, and it will have an effect on both movies and fashion. Robert Redford, the legend of Sundance. Robert Redford, who was famous for his appearances in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and Out of Africa, died at the age of 89. Redford was a real Hollywood legend. He worked in the business for more than 50 years and won an Academy Award for directing Ordinary People in 1980. He was an actor, director, producer, and environmentalist all at the same time. He started the Sundance Institute in 1981. This would eventually become the Sundance Film Festival, a place for independent filmmakers to show their work. Redford's impact on the film business is impossible to measure. His movies push the limits of traditional storytelling and encourage filmmakers to go outside the box. He was a leading man for centuries because of his charisma, humor, and rugged good looks. However, his commitment to social concerns is what really defined his legacy. Redford has a long and interesting history in both the film industry and the realm of independent films. Giorgio Armani, the fashion master. Giorgio Armani, the Italian fashion designer who changed the world of fashion, died at the age of 91. He was not born in the United States, but he had a huge impact on American fashion. Armani's simple designs changed men's and women's fashion in the 1980s and 1990s. His power suit became a symbol of corporate America. Hollywood's elite liked his elegant yet modest style, and he clothed many stars, like Richard Gere in American Gigolo. Over the years, Armani's empire grew to include perfumes, glasses, and home goods, making it a global brand. Anyone will remember him not only for his fashion genius, but also for the grace and confidence he gave to anyone who wore his clothes. Graham Greene, a voice for Native American movies. Graham Greene, a Canadian actor of Native American origin, passed away at the age of 73. Greene was best remembered for his forceful part in Dances with Wolves, where he gave a real and interesting presence to the film. He was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Kicking Bird, which is now one of his most famous roles. Greene's career lasted for decades, and he was a pioneer for Native American actors in Hollywood. Greene was more than just an actor. He also fought for the rights of indigenous people and used his fame to bring attention to the problems that Native communities face. His work in the film business and for indigenous representation will always be remembered, and his legacy continues to inspire a new generation of performers and filmmakers. The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne, the lead singer of the famous rock band Black Sabbath, died at the age of 76. Osbourne was one of rock music's most memorable figures because of his crazy behavior and unique voice. He was known as the Prince of Darkness. Osbourne was a member of Black Sabbath, which helped make heavy metal music popular with songs like Iron Man and Paranoid. His solo career took off when he left the band, with albums like Blizzard of Oz and No More Tears. Osbourne's impact on rock and heavy metal is huge, and his strange personality, which was regularly shown on his reality TV show The Osbournes, made him a pop culture legend. His passing ends a chapter in rock music, but his music will continue to inspire musicians for years to come. John Lodge, the bassist for the Moody Blues. At the age of 82, John Lodge, the bassist for the famous band The Moody Blues, died. Lodge was a crucial member of the band that gave the world classic songs like Nights in White Satin and Tuesday Afternoon. He was known for his beautiful bass lines and strong voice. The Moody Blues were one of the most important progressive rock bands of the 1960s and 1970s because they mixed rock, symphonic music, and literary lyrics. Lodge's work was an important part of the band's unique sound, and his love of music never wavered throughout his career. Lodge was known for more than just his music. He was also noted for how profoundly he connected with his listeners. The Moody Blues' famous repertoire will always remember him as a musician and a voice of a generation. Connie Francis is the Queen of Teens. Connie Francis, a well-known pop singer from the 1960s, died at the age of 83. She became one of the first female teen idols with songs like Who's Sorry Now and Stupid Cupid. People loved her deep, soulful voice. Francis was a pioneer for women in the music business. She broke down barriers for female singers with her strong voice and ability to sing songs with emotional depth. Her music crossed generations. Even now, classic oldies stations play her tunes. Francis's lasting impact on pop music is clear, even if she had to deal with personal problems throughout her career, such as the untimely death of her brother. She is acknowledged as one of the most important singers of the 20th century, and her influence on American music will remain forever. Michael Madsen, the tough guy of movies. Michael Madsen, who was most famous for his appearances in Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill, died at the age of 67. He became a regular in Quentin Tarantino's movies, where he generally played strong, gritty characters that were both dangerous and funny. One of Madsen's most famous roles is as Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs. He was a popular tough man in crime dramas and action movies, and his voice became known as the voice of the genre. Madsen's deep, gravelly voice and compelling presence on screen made him well respected by his contemporaries and loved by viewers. Even though Madsen looked tough, people will remember his art and acting skills for a long time. Jimmy Swaggart, the last sermon of the evangelist. At the age of 89, Jimmy Swaggart, a well-known televangelist, died. His television shows reached millions of people, and he preached with great fervor. He also played the piano to go along with his lectures, but Swaggart's ministry was also full of scandals, which formed a big part of his public life. Even though he had problems in his personal life, Swaggart was still an important figure in the Christian community. He was known for his deep faith and for bringing gospel music to a wider audience. He became famous in the 1980s and 1990s because he could connect with viewers and had a compelling way of speaking. His death marks the end of an era in televangelism, but there is no denying that he had a big effect on religious broadcasting. Bobby Sherman, the teen idol. Bobby Sherman, who was a heartthrob in the late 1960s and early 1970s, died at the age of 77. Sherman was one of the most popular adolescent idols of his day. He was known for his attractive looks and silky pop songs like "Julie, Do You Love Me?" He got famous as one of the stars of the smash TV show Here Come the Brides, which made him very popular with teenage girls. He was famous not only for his music, but also for his innate charm, which made him a pleasant and relatable person on TV. Sherman later left the entertainment sector to pursue other interests, such as becoming a paramedic. Even after he retired, he was still a well-known personality in mainstream culture. Fans of his time still appreciate his music. Mick Ralphs, the guitar virtuoso. Mick Ralphs, a guitarist and founding member of Mott the Hoople and Bad Company, died at the age of 78. Ralphs was a key player in shaping the sound of both bands, and his guitar playing was very unique. David Bowie wrote the iconic Mott the Hoople song, All the Young Dudes, which became a defining rock tune of the 1970s. Ralph's stint with Bad Company was full of hits, such as Bad Company and Feel Like Makin' Love. Rock fans all throughout the world loved his bluesy, soulful guitar riffs, and his style as a guitarist still inspires musicians today. Ralphs was a master of tone and technique, and his legacy will live on in rock music. He leaves behind a collection of classic tunes and memories that rock lovers will always hold dear. Sly Stone, the funk pioneer. Sly Stone, the lead singer of Sly and the Family Stone, died at the age of 82. Stone's music revolutionized the culture of the 1960s and 1970s. He was a pioneer of funk, rock, and soul. His most famous songs are Everyday People and Thank You, which mixed funk rhythms with political and social satire. As a black musician, Sly Stone shattered barriers in an industry that was often divided, developing a new sound that resonated with people of all backgrounds. He became an icon because of his unique style, high-energy performances, and cutting-edge music. Sly Stone had a huge impact on music. Even if he had problems in his personal and professional life later on, he left behind a legacy in the many artists he inspired and the music he made that will live on forever. Val Kilmer, the actor who can change his appearance. Val Kilmer, who was in movies including Top Gun, Batman Forever, and The Doors, and was recognized for playing a wide range of characters, died at the age of 65. He had a long career and was known for being able to play a wide range of roles, from the brave jet pilot Maverick in Top Gun to the famous Jim Morrison in The Doors. Kilmer was also noted for his deep and real performances in the movies Heat and Tombstone, where he played complex and intense characters. Even though he had health problems, including throat cancer, Kilmer's legacy as a leading man in Hollywood will live on. Film fans loved him because he was passionate about acting, had a unique voice, and was very present on screen. People will remember and admire Kilmer's work in movies for a long time. The heavyweight champion is George Foreman. George Foreman, a famous boxer and businessman, died at the age of 76. Foreman became regarded as one of the best heavyweights of his time. He won the world title in 1973 and memorably got it back in 1994 at the age of 45, making him the oldest heavyweight champion ever. He had a lot of explosive power in the ring, and his career record shows that he won 76 fights, 68 by knockout. Foreman's career beyond boxing is what made him famous all over the United States. His George Foreman grill became a famous kitchen item in homes all throughout the country, linking his name with both boxing and household appliances for all time. People will always remember Foreman as a great athlete and a smart businessman. Michelle Trachtenberg, the child star. Michelle Trachtenberg, who played Dawn Summers on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, died at the age of 42. Trachtenberg started acting when she was very young. She featured in Harriet the Spy and played the voice of the youngest puppy in 101 Dalmatians. But it was Buffy that made her famous. Fans loved her portrayal as Buffy's younger sister, since it was one of the show's most emotional arcs. Trachtenberg later showed that she could play a wide range of characters on TV and in movies. It was amazing to see her go from being a kid celebrity to an adult actress. And her death at such a young age leaves a hole in the entertainment world. Many of Trachtenberg's fans will always be grateful for what she did for TV. Bob Uecker, the voice of baseball. Bob Uecker, one of baseball's most famous voices, died at the age of 91. For more than 50 years, Uecker was the voice of the Milwaukee Brewers. Fans loved his wit, humor, and unique voice. His manner of broadcasting, which was often self-deprecating and funny, set him apart from other broadcasters. Uecker was also a renowned comedian and actor. He was in the major league movies and hosted his own TV show, Mr. Belvedere. Uecker was a one-of-a-kind individual because he could mix humor with sports commentary. John Lawler, the actor who plays characters. John Lawler, who was in The X-Files and Twin Peaks, died at the age of 75. Lawler was a well-known character actor who was recognized for his unique voice and austere performances in movies and on TV. People were fascinated by his portrayal as the creepy and mysterious character in The X-Files, and his performance on Twin Peaks made him even more famous on television. Gene Hackman, the famous actor. Gene Hackman, a highly regarded actor in American movies, died at the age of 95. Hackman won 2 Academy Awards for his work in The French Connection and Unforgiven. He worked in the business for more than 50 years. He was one of the most versatile actors of his generation because he could play harsh, ethically ambiguous characters. Hackman's famous portrayals, including the crooked politician in The Conversation and the determined investigator in The French Connection, made him a Hollywood legend. Hackman stopped acting in the early 2000s, but his many great performances are still studied and appreciated by actors who want to be actors. His passing ends a chapter in Hollywood history, but his huge body of work will continue to influence actors and movie fans for years to come. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.